And good evening and welcome to your view with me, JJ Tabane. Of course, Africa Day here. We're looking forward to that conversation with Nelson Chamisa. You can call us, of course, throughout the night if you want to talk to our guest. You got the number also on WhatsApp. Okay, 010 is also our number, 594 and 5140. Of course, you can also WhatsApp us. You can also send us tweets at JJ Tabane at newsroom 405. What's going on in Zimbabwe? Can the MDC solve the crisis there? But of course, always good to hear from people in their own countries to tell us what they are, in their own words, what on earth is going on. Of course, we end the day with the Africa Roundtable. So looking forward to the show tonight. I thought today I'll reflect on the theme of this week is activism. On Sunday I spoke about the activism within political parties, especially in light of the disaster that's happening in Mamelodi under their noses. The fact that the activism has somewhat disappeared, and it's an activism which you can call, part-time activism, waiting just for elections, and then those people will be out there. We also talked about the activism or the lack thereof in labor unions. So tonight I want to talk about activism in what I can broadly describe as the middle class. Right? And there are two areas I want to look at. Look at universities. Universities, frankly, represent a group of elite, really, right, who are there, as a cream of society's crop. And of course, that is, these are the institutions that then eventually produce the middle class. That's huge. Black middle class, particularly over the last 25 years, has increased in leaps and bounds. And that comes with its own unintended consequences of poor activism. A couple of months ago, we invited transformation managers. Unfortunately, in corporate South Africa, one of your entry points for black people is what is called corporate affairs. Corporate affairs. They just lump all the cost centers, communication, CSI, transformation, BEE, employment equity, they lump them and they call you group executive, corporate affairs. Right? And about office, big office with a secretary, nobody reporting to you. Right? You was back for your budget every time and again. But corporate affairs. You'll be out. Utaipona pila ka bond ya 50 million, 50,000. Utaitopa ko strati. So they clip your wings, and so that's why we shouldn't be surprised when there's no activism in the corporate sector. Unless they've given you a significant job. Even that one they give you reluctantly. If you rise through the ranks and you manage to maneuver and end up at the top, right? You have to maneuver. You have to outplay them to get there. Sometimes they show you who they really are when the time comes for you to be rewarded for not being an activist. It's bad how corporate South Africa, instead of being a theater of the catalyst for economic change, it has become, a bearing ground for executives. And it has become a scissor that cuts whatever little nails were left of activism. And these are people who are activists. I mean, the crop of corporate executives today are people who are in the trenches. Are people who studied at places like, Teflop, Fort Hare, UWC, Ngoe, and so on. It's about to fail. These were, student leaders. Some of them were powerful, mobilizers in their days. Now they must think, hey, panaba ko private school, kito patela biang, chelete tsa ko Saint Stephen and related ones, or Michael House or whatever else. They have to think twice. Hey, I remember in my activist days when I was naive enough to think everybody was going to jump ship and just go and form an alternative path. Somebody said, hey, man, You must not just be an activist to la tela wombazima shilo. Mbazima na le famu ya wine kwa. We're not ali. You must close the gap between your bond and your activism. Ube mohari somewhere. Ska go at the extremes. But what about the farm wide, the wine farm so. So the activism has been arrested by material. There are people who, pride themselves or, I'm the only black person in the room, right? Yeah, then how fit after you are appointed and you find this black person? You ask them, the statistics that look bad. 90% white appointments, a sprinkling of black here, black there, but the place is it's like 1972, man. Lily white companies, and there are black people lurking around. I got to about the bottom. I want to tell about. Mutaten selawa mo fa board position as I tell head hotel company again. Arno ni kiko exile, but okay, it's at 25%. Mutata actually the meeting. Dead activism in our corporate South Africa. And of course, I'm generalizing. If you are not like that, I'm not talking to you. Baba Sakindi meeting. Mutomo bottom he's going off to another board meeting. 60 board positions. We put almost had over the board pecking out poor representation of black talent in some of these boards in corporate South Africa. I got a good parasite, so Nakima Tata Fella, Akeda deployment. Well, I got the sticker in the serious. Five boards. How do you chair 5 boards? Because a board has 4 meetings, then you've got subcommittees, then you've got other activities, yet one as a board member, just in one company. If there was activism, you would say, no, I can't take more than 2 boards. Because I need to attend these meetings, I need to read my documents, I need to study where the company is going, I need to take serious my job of fiduciary responsibility. Bawata board fee, to attend pale to kuira career, when you to career ko ba mo di bodo. I'm a director of companies, My food director of companies which are not changing. The JSE is a shameful representation of any kind of black leadership and participation in changing the economy of this country. You ought to be ashamed. Driving around big cars, staying in big suburbs, and earning a salary which can be taken tomorrow. And is still one salary away from poverty, man. That's why there's no activism. Because as soon as you are too dependent on your job, you are in a job where you can quit tomorrow. There will be no activism because we need to restore that activism. We are not going to change this country because we are sitting on a time bomb where that 55% of people who live under poverty are going to come after your big cars. They are going to climb over your big walls. We let the big walls around you. Go morning side to go Santeni. The people are going to rebel one day. And you as middle class, who do not want to risk your bond, you will be left with nothing. There will be nothing left to steal. Now let's go to where these people are produced. Go university. When you go to UWC, there used to be something called Hack 2. Hack 2. So the hack. That's a gate. So that gate saw many a protest by academics and students and workers together. The heart of activism. Universities used to lead from the front. Who speaks at universities to make sure that universities can use their intellectual prowess to change society? Then utori maybe Lisiba Tifo. And then divorce. After that, utori Adam Habib. From there, you start looking around. Helpless. Coronary. Where are the intellectuals at these places? You can't tell me I must listen to Ashatra Guto alone every day, man. Is he the only professor here who knows constitutional law? Where are the other professors? We've got 24 universities. We should be spoiled for choice, man, about people we can call, who can come and give perspective, who can challenge the status quo, who can build intellectual capacity of the country to generate a new sense of activism. Aye. Aye, but guto go ipoeletsa hore a ka ira career fela ka go bolela mo TV wet. A ke go urutana go man because it's always on television, on radio. Guto. And then there's a divorce for Cape Town. Or constitutional. Are there no other university professors who understand constitutional law? Or is it the laziness of our media who always go and regurgitate and recycle the same people to talk ad infinitum? Aye, man. Activism is dead. But it's all a culture of acquiescence. I'm told that some vice chancellors who can't string a sentence together to save their lives don't like it when professors in their faculties and so on gain a public profile. Vice chancellor. Because in the academics that have abandoned the academic project, they have not published anything, they never are on platforms to say anything interesting. But if a person in the faculty somewhere down there can speak and be seen on TV, but only the spokesperson of the university can speak. Hey! When did the university cease to be a center of excellence? A center of diversity of ideas? A place where you can truly say, let a million flowers bloom. No, it's vice chancellors. A person cannot string a sentence together. Now, I got to give vice chancellor. Rector, your university. The rectors must stop that nonsense and allow academics in the different faculties, specialists in the various areas of intellectual discourse to blossom. That way we can build a middle class tomorrow that knows not to have a paralysis of acquiescence. I know we'll have dictionary will check about kings. Acquiescence. Yes, sir. Yes, vice chancellor. Yes, rector. Carolina tomorrow, but who nominate you or rector? Hey! Ma wuru mo di sire tin zemo na baba ke motho bua ntata ni. Ho bua thata batao lukisa. Batao emela uta interview mara motho bua thata, he's not focused on research, has not published any articles and so on. Atama ira activism. Abai bad. Because our universities have now become centers of acquiescence. All these parties pass the policies which don't make sense. The intellectuals at universities have abandoned politics and then allow people who never went to school to draft policies which are going to make that have failed everywhere else in the world, but don't implement them. Our academics are supposed to be activists in their field, have abandoned ship. Lecture, you know, quality knows what transparency. What transparency? You must just transcribe or regurgitate. Professor Gillian Darno and Escata Moka research, we have researched that whole library. Just write what I'm giving you, good transparency, good flow. Shameful stuff, and it carries on. So today, academics, you are on the firing line. You are producing a middle class that goes to corporate South Africa and bask in the privilege they don't deserve. Because if your people are starving, then you've got nothing to be proud about.